I had a very delightful childhood. There was always a lot of kids around. Baxter Terrace was broken down into courtyards. And in my specific courtyard, we used to have all the elders come out early in the morning and sit out there. And I couldn't have been older than about 4 years old. And it fascinated them that at my age I was able to read. So they used to pull out the Newark Star Ledger and say, "Hey, Dwight, read this for us." And I would read it. They'd give me a dime. Sometimes they'd give me a piece of fruit. We had a bond in Baxter Terrace. You know, you had families that was there for, seemed like forever. And I really don't recall too many families when I was growing up that had single mothers. Everybody had a mom and dad. And that was the source of the strength of the people of Baxter Terrace was family. I used to joke around about people that would come visit people in Baxter Terrace and they don't never want to leave. They just stay there. In the early to mid 70s, there was a change in Baxter Terrace. It seemed like we lost that sense of community with these high profile drugs. You had people that you knew something wasn't right with them, but they would hold themselves together and maintain. But it seemed like as soon as that freebase coke and P-dope hit the community, they couldn't hide it anymore. Everything just started going down. I remember we used to have areas that was beautiful with grass. We had fences to keep people off the grass and gates to every entrance of each courtyard. They were torn down, never replaced. The grass got trampled on and eventually became dirt. One thing that just disheartened me was that the display at the museum shows a big metal door with welding markings and brick all the way around. When I was growing up, we had window pane doors. I mean, they weren't the greatest of doors, but they didn't give you that sense like we're trying to lock you out, or it wasn't a security thing. It was just an interest into the complex. They started a renovation project somewhere around the mid '80s to expand the apartments. They upgraded them. It didn't help at all because you renovated the complex, but there was nothing in place to renovate the people. I left Baxter Terrace in 1991, and I came back to visit in '95 and took one look at things, and I promised myself that I wasn't coming back to that. My family was part of Baxter Terrace for over 50 years. My sister was staying at Baxter Terrace right on to the very end when they tore it down. And I would hope that people would remember that there were a group of human beings that didn't have much, but they had a lot of love and a lot of respect for each other. And that when necessary, we came together and we stood as a community.